All right, it's recording. All right. Welcome to the Creative Masterminds podcast,
Yeah.
Fire Podcast, new format. Well, not
Back
new
at y'all.
format. It's a format for now. As you guys may have guessed, I have just had a baby. And so that has me basically trying to choose my words carefully. Ball and chained to the crib. Nah.
Congrats to you and Sister Erica, man.
Thank
Congrats.
you, man. Thank you, man. We are trying to take it in stride as much as possible.
Yes.
What everybody told me before, they were absolutely correct. Babies just come in and just wreck shop on your life and just how you thought life should be. And they just come in and they say, hey, it's my time and you do me. But well, like you adjust to me. And so we've been adjusting to the little one. And so it's been fun though. It's been fun, like just to have like those little different moments where he smiles sometimes and like I don't know, it's just kind of crazy, but loving it. New parent life is cool. But yeah, like I said before, I am adjusting for sure. And so yeah, let me go ahead and introduce each other. So this is Sean Breeze talking, and we have
Cass Thrive, what's happening, peeps?
yes sir, Cast Thrive, and yeah, this is the Creative Masterminds podcast. And you know how we do. We start with a week in review. Well, in this case, it will be like some weeks in reviews, and then we hop into the subject, which will be. Dang it, I forgot the subject already. Help me out, Cass.
Yeah, we was going on maximizing
Your
our
resources.
resources
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not letting them go to waste.
Mm-hmm.
The resources that we have, you know, in arm's reach,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak. So
Yeah, man, that's an excellent topic, especially like for me. And I say like it's just an excellent timing because I've been like really focused on just taking everything that I have and just like, all right, I don't want to spend any more money. I don't want to acquire any new devices. I need to take everything I have and just be creative as possible, be as creative as I can with the things that I have and try to maximize everything that I have and just go for it and just, and well, anyway, I'll say like, go ahead and talk about like what even like sparked that thought for you to have that as a topic because you're the one who really had that topic idea.
yeah. For sure, man. Yeah, it was just I was reevaluating this morning. I try to take time. Don't happen all the time, but I try to, get the pen and pad, my journal and stuff, and write down some ideas of how
Yeah.
I can improve or maximize and reach my goals. And it just hit me. It was like, I'm looking outside of the things that are close to me, like the resources that I have.
Mm.
And I was like, but am I truly, like a voice came to me, am I truly maximizing the resources that I have, like the things that I own, the things that I have? Am I really like maxing those things out? Because, it's like the saying, whatever you looking for, whatever is right up under your nose,
Mm-hmm.
is right
That's a
here.
fact. That's
Yeah.
now it's funny you said that because it's like a kind of tangent, but I think it's like it does relate to what we're talking about. It's like yesterday, right? I was trying to cook up some meal for the household and everything, and
Yeah.
we were looking for the Worcestershire sauce, right? I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it, Worcestershire sauce, whatever,
Yeah.
right? So we're looking everywhere, like we're looking in the usual place for the Worcestershire sauce, whatever, but we can't find it, right? And so, anyway, I just end up turning around and looked like right by like the stove and everything, and then I ended up finding it there. But for some reason, your story kind of reminded me of like a lesson that I made that like a lesson to Erica. Like we always like we can exhaust ourselves looking in one direction for something, whatever. But we can
Yeah.
just make one small pivot and then be like, wow, like there it is, whatever. It's like
Answer
it's
right there.
yeah, it's right under your nose right there. Anyway, it's kind of weak, but anyway,
No, I got you. No, man, that
yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense. But that's the thing. Like, I mean, it even goes to things like that, like looking for our keys
yeah.
or whatever, what I'm saying, but also to the bigger things like in trying to reach our goals or whatever it may be
Mm-hmm.
that God has blessed. I truly believe that God has blessed us with everything that we need.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
so before we go looking out elsewhere and,
Hmm.
oh, I want acceptance from these people or this industry or from this, whatever it may be.
Man.
You might have everything you need in self-belief and maximizing those resources
Hmm.
to take us where we're trying to go,
That's a good point. Like, I think you just made a very valuable point, and making me realize that I think a part of the element why we choose to look outside ourselves a lot of times, or we try to look for something else, it's essentially because we feel as though that we are not enough. Like, we are not good enough, right? That means that you lack a good amount of self-confidence within yourself, that you can achieve what you believe that that you can achieve what you want to achieve in life, right? And so,
Right.
yeah, I think that may be like, I think one smart thing that people may want to do is like to realize, like, whenever they feel like they need something more, right, or need something extra, that maybe they need to ask themselves, like, hey, am I saying this because I don't believe in myself, or do I really need it, right? And so I
Right.
think that may be like very valuable, like, because I think a lot of people end up masking like the fact that they simply do not believe in themselves, by saying that they need something. Like, no, you just don't believe in yourself. And so,
Right. Yeah, man, because I think it all starts from within, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And once we get, once we have that confidence right and we work on those things within ourselves and then, the outside, if we need
Yeah.
whatever it may be or what, then it'll come that way. But, the problem is like we if we're contaminated inside about like
Mm,
our confidence and being strong and loving ourselves or so many
that's
things,
true.
then things on the outside it's gonna it's gonna reflect and it's gonna give those results
Yeah.
on the outside.
It's going to bubble up to the surface. Like, eventually, like, you can try your best to like hide it, but it's going to show eventually. Like, and my dad said like a cold line, like, oh yeah, like my dad would always say that, you can lie to everybody else, but when you lie to yourself and you believe it, that's when you have a problem. And so,
Right.
like, that just like goes along with the whole idea of like the fact that, with what you're saying, with the fact that, yeah, like, if you have these internal turmoil, that's why I think it's important and essential that you work on yourself as much as possible, so you
Right.
can remove that internal turmoil that you have within yourself. And I believe that once you remove those things, or in my case, once I removed those things that were like bothering me internally, I was able to really establish more confidence within myself, and then my belief in myself increased significantly. And so,
Right.
like, that's one thing for sure, that people need to focus on on the internal conflict that they have within themselves, and see if they can remove those internal conflicts. Like, some people can go to therapy to talk to somebody, which may help remove that internal conflict. But that one, yeah, that's very important. Like, what you said was very like on point for sure.
Most def, man. And that's another thing. Like I was thinking about I don't know what I was doing. I was either cutting my hair, so I was in like the mirror and I was like, I probably heard it somewhere, I'm sure I
Hey,
have,
you
but
give me yourself you give yourself a fade.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I got them
that's
walls
funny.
fired up and
Yeah, yeah,
so it was it came to me like everybody's addicted to something.
that's
Like
true.
even in good
Yeah,
there's good addictions.
yeah.
Like Michael Jordan, yeah, Michael Jordan, he was addicted to basketball.
Hmm.
Tiger addicted to golf, and then
I thought you about to say white women.
yeah,
But not go ahead, golf. Yeah.
no, but that hey, that might have been the bad one for
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
He got
yeah.
caught up,
Yeah, his choice is his choice though. But yeah, that's funny. But go ahead, go ahead.
But yeah, man. So it was like I was like thinking back, like back in the day, I had my addictions with stuff that weren't good, and that
Hmm.
early on, like in high school, with like
Hmm.
weed and different things, you know what I'm saying? Like where it was at a very bad point, like where that, you know, that was all I wanted to do and all these things. So it had a very bad effect to me and my future for like 5 years or forever, how that span was.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I was thinking like, so, you know, addiction, because most of us are addicted, like video games or different things, you know, and it may not
Yeah.
be like a strong addiction. There are probably different levels or
I'm gonna
whatever,
say
but
sugar.
and right, exactly. Like so, and there's different levels to it. I mean, we have
Mm-hmm.
probably, you know, in our daily routine or whatever, we have many different things that we really want to do and have a stronger urge to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we can, you know, manipulate that and use that to our advantage, where we use the addiction like Jordan used to for basketball
Mm-hmm.
to become a master at it, to
Mm-hmm.
you know, go psycho in a good way
Mm-hmm.
to break it down where you are, you know, at the top level.
Mm-hmm.
And because that's how the mind works. If it's something that we love to do, if we need to give it a target
Mm-hmm.
and just let it go, let it beast out, let it
That is
just
true.
do it over and over again till you
That
can
is true.
master it. And when
Mm.
you get to that level, you know,
Facts.
people are going to be looking for your value and influence in that arena, industry, whatever it may be, you know. So
Mm.
it was just something I was thinking about. I was like, man, so you know, that's how the mind works. It's easy for a person to get addicted to something or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So use that to an advantage, you know.
Yeah, that's true, man. Like, cause I think a lot of times in the society we demonize like having a addictive nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just more so like you being a person who has a strong amount of willpower within yourself, and like you have the ability to direct that addictive nature towards something. Like for me, I'm addicted to like this journey of like achieving what I want to achieve in life. Like I think about it every day. Like like 24/7. I'm dedicating my life to it. Like when I'm not dedicating my life, I'm changing diapers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm cooking food for wifey. But other than that, I'm dedicating my life to like to like achieving what I want to achieve. And like I'll stay up to like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, watching interviews, taking notes. You know what I'm saying? Taking notes from interviews, and also like getting a model of people personality so I can determine what traits that they had that I don't have, and how I can like start to have those traits within me, or how I can like infuse those traits that they have within me so I can become a more successful person in the future. So um
That's
I'm
what
an
it
addict.
takes.
I'm an addict for sure. I'm straight up. I'll say that I'm an addict like that. And so, but yeah, like it's just very important, like to be a person who is who knows how to use your gifts wisely. Because yeah, it's not bad to be a person who has that addictive nature, but it depends on how you use it. Like you up here doing like heroin and like lean and stuff like that. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Or like other things that like are that's not, that's not constructive. Like up here like um just eating McDonald's 5 Big Macs, in 30 minutes. I don't know, like just people have their addictions, like yeah. But if it's like killing you and like poisoning you, then yeah, that's an issue. It's a problem.
Yeah, and that's like, and the reason why, really why that thought came to me like about the addiction was because it was like, you know, right now I'm like you were saying, I'm like addicted to improving myself, and you know, if I'm in the car, I'm listening to something that will enhance my thought process of
Hmm.
myself,
Hmm.
you know, affirmations of myself, learning about, you know, what it takes to be successful and all these different things and having the right mindset,
Hmm.
and then also doing it
Hmm.
because, you know, we got to take action as well. So, but that's the type of stuff that I'm like addicted to now. So that's why I was comparing. I was like, back in the day, I was, you know, young and all that, and I was addicted to all these frivolous things. And now, like, I'm addicted to or so much focused on improving myself, you know, taking it to the next level and being a role model for my kids, my
Of
family, you
course,
know.
of course.
anybody that watches our podcast and all that is not necessarily a role model, but just an example of, you know, using our minds and
Mm-hmm.
reaching for greatness and good things,
Mm-hmm.
like being a person being addicted to giving to people. Like every
Mm-hmm.
time I see a homeless person or whatever, they want to give and all that. See, these are the type of things that
Mm.
we can shift it in a positive way, you know. So
Mm. Absolutely true, man. That's it, man. Super duper fire. I love the mentality, and I would encourage people to, yeah, man. Like if you do have that, if you do realize you have a addictive type of nature, just I would say practice self awareness and have willpower and learn how you can, ensure that you're using it to like your benefit in a constructive way to ensure that you are successful in life. And I don't use that, that gift as a way to like destroy yourself. Like it's no different than like fire, right? Because fire itself isn't inherently bad. It just depends on the person who uses the fire. Like a person, an arsonist can use the fire to burn things down, or a person can use the fire to warm up food, keep yourself warm, and that type of thing. Depends on how you use the actual tool, for sure,
definitely,
man.
man.
So yeah,
That's
man. So yeah, we talked about making sure that the benefits of having an addictive nature. We also talked about like
we took a
yeah, to
swerve.
like a little tangent,
Hey,
and we also talked
you know,
about of course the topic. Man, blanked out again.
the
I'm off, man.
maximizing our resources.
Resources, whatever. So I'm trying to figure out like what are some things that we can tell like people like the audience to like help them maximize what they have. I guess like give some tips to kind of help people out there.
Yeah, of course, you know, just take the time to
Oh.
sit down and really like evaluate where you're at now, the things that you have, where you're trying to go, and how you're gonna get there. Not the thought process of like, am I gonna be able to do it, or or I can't do it, or but how,
Mm,
what will it take? How can I? That
mm-hmm,
you will eventually get there, and how can I do it? And
mm-hmm.
journaling and evaluating your situation and seeing what you have and what can help you get there.
Super fast. I'd like to add on to that how. I would also like to add why, determine your why. It's like, why are you like on the road that you like? Why did you choose the path that you're choosing to pursue? And also going on with what you said, also appreciation. Like, you have to have
All right.
the ability to appreciate what you have and really look at everything that you do have and then appreciate them, and then like, okay, I do have everything that I need. I don't need anything else. I appreciate everything that I have. I will use everything that I have to its best abilities to help me move forward in whatever life direction I want to take my life. And so I would say those things are very important.
Yeah, that
Very
go
essential.
appreciation or gratitude goes right along with that. Just being thankful,
Yep.
appreciative. That's true, man. That's awesome.
True, true, true. All right, so yeah, man, let's go ahead and keep this one super short because I'm off like a mud.
No, we good. Man.
So Cass, go ahead and give out your socials.
Yeah, y'all can reach me on Instagram at CAS_THRIVE, Cast Thrive. And then I got a boxing channel at the Boxing Bell where I go over the latest fights and updates and give some tips on boxing. I am a USA boxing coach. So holla.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can find me, Sean Breeze, on Instagram, OG Sean Breeze on Twitter, OG Sean Breeze on Facebook, The Creative Masterminds on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. We are everywhere. We have a posse cut. Me, Cass Thrive, JJ3K.
What up, boy?
We have a posse cut that's on SoundCloud. Thankful. You go just look it up. It should be under my name. It's under our names, whatever. But it's on the mixtape that I just released, the beat tape that I just released. We Are All Gods Volume 3. It is on its way to the streaming platforms. and it is available right now on SoundCloud. And so it has two rap tracks. It's like 5 instrumental tracks and 2 rap tracks. The first rap track is like a song dedicated to my son, and then the second rap track is the song with me, Cass Thrive, and JJ3K called
Yeah, yeah,
Thankful. Just we had a cook up session like a couple of months ago, a month or two ago,
yeah,
and I played it on Instagram too. It must sounds fire. It must hit. It must really hit, man.
yeah. You
Yeah,
made that beat. He had that beat,
yeah,
and
yeah,
we got on it though.
yeah. It must really hit. So yeah, check that out for sure. Uh, and I guess anything else you want to say?
Hey, we're gonna be coming back. We revamping and getting booting it back up. We had a little
Make some
hiatus.
adjustments. Yeah, you gotta make some adjustments, whatever, and to new life. How when new life comes, you have to make that adjustment. So
Oh,
that's what I'm
word.
doing, and hopefully next episode won't be a struggle for me. But the good thing is that we're back at it, and so I'm very happy to get this back on the road because we have a very valuable podcast and a very influential podcast, and yeah, I can't wait to influence more people and inspire more people as well.
Word up, man. Well
All right,
said.
man. So that's it for the Creative Masterminds podcast. We are out.
Catch y'all
Peace.
next time. Peace.